attorney Laura Anthony, founding partner of Legal and Compliance, a full-service corporate securities and business transactions law firm. Today is the continuation in a LawCast series talking about the newest SEC and regulator statements on ICOs and related enforcement proceedings. On January 4th, 2018, SEC Chair Jay Clayton and Commissioners Kara Stein and Michael Piwowar issued a statement commending the North American Securities Administration Association's, or NASAA's, own statement made the same day addressing concerns with ICOs and cryptocurrencies. The NASAA is a group comprised of state securities regulators. The SEC's top brass specifically pointed out that cryptocurrencies are not, in fact, currencies, and that they are not backed or regulated by sovereign governments and seem to be focused on a method of capital raising as opposed to a medium of exchange. Reiterating its other messaging, the SEC reminds the public that offerings and their participants must comply with the state and federal securities laws. The NASAA's statement on cryptocurrencies and ICOs begins with a consistent theme to the SEC, that is, talking about Main Street investors and warning those Main Street investors to be cautious about investments involving cryptocurrencies. The NASAA, also like the SEC, encourages potential investors to conduct thorough due diligence and ask questions before making an ICO investment, or any investment for that regard. The NASAA includes a laundry list of risks and issues with ICOs and crypto-related investments. They point out that unlike fiat or traditional currencies, cryptocurrencies have no physical form and typically are not backed by tangible assets, though I note that this is a void that is being filled with new cryptocurrencies coming up that are backed by physical assets and commodities such as gold and works of art. Furthermore, cryptocurrencies are not insured, not controlled by a central bank or other governmental authority, are subject to very little, if any, regulation, and cannot be easily exchanged for other commodities. Cryptocurrencies are acceptable to breaches, hacking, and other cybersecurity risks, including on both the ICO issuer side and the investor side through direct breaches into a wallet or other digital storage system. ICOs are a global investment vehicle, and as such, U.S. regulators may have no ability to recover lost funds or pursue bad actors that are overseas. Likewise, private civil proceedings could prove completely futile. The high volatility and high risk of cryptocurrency investments make them unsuitable for most investors. In both its statement and a very investor-friendly and investor-directed animated video on the subject, the NASAA clearly states that investors could lose all of their money in a crypto-related investment. Regulators almost unanimously believe that cryptocurrencies involve a high risk of fraud. The NASAA includes a list of obvious red flags, including guaranteed high returns, unsolicited offers, sounds too good to be true, pressure to buy immediately, and the use of unlicensed sellers. The NASAA now lists ICOs and cryptocurrency-related investment products as an emerging investor threat for 2018. I'm securities attorney Laura Anthony, founding partner of Legal and Compliance and producer of LawCast. Should you have any questions about today's topic, please visit securitieslawblog.com and lawcast.com or contact me directly. Inquiries of a technical nature are always encouraged.